Hi, everybody. It's Team Fierce Transformations Tuesday night call, and we are what? Here, let me manage participants real quick. And you guys can, if you want to talk, just unmute yourselves. You've got the ability, but that way I can. So, I wanted to talk tonight about some of the cool resources that we have as coaches, and kind of muddling through all of the cool resources that we have. So I actually I had this idea for a call, but I didn't really get a chance to prepare for it because what is the day today? What date is it? Is it the 8th? It's something. It's not the 10th yet. Yeah, it's the 8th. So from the 1st to the 10th, it's my job to get Success Club. The rest of the month is to build my team and to work with my challengers. And then when the beginning of next month comes, it's going to be trying to get my challengers to be coaches, or I have a whole bunch of people I've been talking to. So lots of invitations have been happening for me, and I've started. We posted a Shelly Hobbs video in our group a while back about marketing and setting up your calendar with marketing ideas. So I have my March calendar, all the stuff that I'm doing throughout the month. You guys are gonna, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but this is the month of March, and everything that I'm going to be, look, hi Silas, everything that I'm gonna be doing. So we have our webinar on the 23rd of this month. So for a week before, I'm going to be inviting to the webinar, and I'm going to be doing that in this is my social media, what I'm going to be inviting to. So I would recommend, I will repost that Shelly Hobbs video. It's amazing, and it's done amazing things for both my organization and my business. So I will repost that. She went from being like a diamond coach to like she's like 7 or 8 star, like crazy. So that's though why I hadn't really prepped a lot for this call, but what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight is the resources that you have. So I wanted to go in and share my screen, maybe. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. I'm gonna go in and show you guys some of the stuff that we've put together. So you guys know we have revolving training for our coaches. What's on my mind? The Trailblazers are playing the Wizards. Team Fierce. Team Fierce Transformations. So in our group, we have, of course, our pinned training. So if you ever have a question about anything, you can go through and look at our pinned training. And say you have a coach that you just signed on and you're trying to explain to them how to go through their websites. You can go look at our team training, and it has a step-by-step thing for your coaches. You guys really need to be utilizing all the stuff that we put together. The reason that Lindsay and I put all of this stuff together is because, like, I was thrown at coaching and just like, good luck, bye, do it. And I was like, what's inviting? And it was just like nobody told me. So we have all of this stuff so you guys can succeed. And we've taken a lot of time to do it. So you have a coach that needs to know how to use their websites. Look right here. Lesson 2 is websites and links. So you can go, you should not only have gone through this training, but if you're having a hard time with anything, social media, whatever, there's resources here for you to use, as well as in the files section, just success. Oh, what are you doing? Just like went away. It went away. My computer's being all crazy now, of course. In the files section, we have, oh, hold up. We have all kind of scripts. And I'm telling you, I'm at Success Club 8 right now. I'm telling you, I was never one of those people that was like, scripts are awesome. But I felt like I've been kind of like running my head against a wall recently, and I really needed to change my tactics. So I've been using some of the scripts that we have here. And oh my God, I'm at Success Club 8 because of the scripts. Sophia.
And it doesn't mean that you have to copy and paste it literally. You know, of course you personalize it to the people, but the whole thing is it's a process. It's a psychological process to talk to people. I mean, you know, if you just start throwing them all this information and telling them how great all this is, people are going to be like, wait a minute, you know, and so this is just some ideas to get you started and just ways to go about it. Because if you're getting lots of no's, it's because you haven't perfected your tactics yet. And so this is just a way that it's just really an amazing way to really understand the process of talking to people in an appropriate way. It doesn't mean it's not personal. It doesn't mean you're being a slimy salesperson. It just means, you know, this is just, I mean, it is just amazing how the process actually works if you follow the right steps. And so this is what you need to do to become an effective coach, is learn these steps. And so if you're having just one of those months where, you know, you can't seem to get anything right, no one's returning your messages, no one is, you know, no one's saying yes right away, you need to just reel it back a little bit and go back to the basics. And that's what we talk about here, is going back to the basics of how to be an effective coach. And so if you use these, I mean, seriously, don't copy and paste. Don't be a jerk. You know, you'll get called out on it, you know, if you do it wrong. But like we've heard some other people have in other, I won't go there. But anyway, you know, you still do personalize it, but it's the message that you're trying to convey in these steps.
Another great way so you don't even have to go and get a calendar. We have in our coach handbook different sections of it. So we have the Power of Threes document. We have a calendar in there that you can literally plan your month out. So what I would urge you to do is plan ahead. When are you going to start? I was just talking to a girl tonight that can't do my challenge this month, and she's like, well, do you have one next month? And I was like, yes, I'm going to start a challenge on the 11th. So because I'm able to give her that information, I have 2 people on the 1st of this next month that are supposed to purchase because of all the talking that I've been doing. So I would highly urge you to kind of plan out your month. The coach handbook is pretty amazing. And I really want to urge you guys to, when you're getting, you sign up a new coach and they say, oh, you know, I think I might want to, you know, try to make a little bit of money at this. You really need to plug them into the training and make sure they have the coach handbook, as well as do a getting started right call in which you know what their goals are. The better that you know what their goals are, the easier you can get them to where they want to be. There's also, now I'm not a big business activity tracker girl, but there's a copy of it here. It's a useful tool. I'm a really pen to paper person, but I've actually been using Streak, which has been amazing for me. I'm able to keep track of, I take all of my conversations out of Facebook and put them into Gmail, and then I'm able to track them. So Lindsay did a call for Streak on Team Play Hard and explaining how to use it. So I watched that, and I've been using it, and it's amazing. So we have all sorts of resources here for you. And the reason we did it is because we didn't have those resources. So use the resources that are here. Let your coaches know when they sign on that these resources are here, and it'll make our team stronger as a team. So when you've been, Lindsay, do you have anything to add to that before I don't even see her. Okay, so I'm gonna, I don't know where she went. Okay, I'm gonna stop the share. So I also wanted to talk about getting answers to questions. So if the most productive and best coaches out there are the ones that really go out and get answers for themselves. So I myself was never given really training or any answers, and I would go to the FAQs. Lindsay's gone. I would go to the FAQs and look up whatever the issue was and was able to find an answer for myself. Or I would go to, you can go to Google and type in your question about Beachbody, and it will give you the answer. Another great place to ask questions is in our team page. We have a lot of people on our team page that are very knowledgeable about Beachbody, and we'll be able to answer your questions there. So one thing that I didn't do, like, how are you guys doing so far this month for conversations, and as far as who you have, like, do you have people like in your pipeline right now, or where are you at for conversations? Steph?
I've been talking to a whole bunch of people on Instagram, and it's been really cool getting to know them. And I have my cousin who is talking to her husband about being a coach. He's in the military, but he's in the, like, Dutch military or something, and so that's not going to happen, but she might still be a discount coach. So working on that and just trying to get back to Emerald status, because it's been really frustrating.
I've been there. How are you doing it on Instagram? How's that going for you? Like, do you just talk to random people when they, like, add you as a friend, or how are you doing?
Yeah, well, so, like, last, like, 2 weeks I probably gained like 300 followers, just, like, finding people with similar like hashtags and stuff like that. And so there's been like 15 or 20 people, honestly, that I've started conversations with, and like almost every one of them has messaged me back. So that's been really cool. So
that's awesome. Way to go.
Yeah.
So, and it's so true. Everybody has their niche. Like, I'm way better at Facebook. For some reason, like, Instagram is not my thing. But if you found your thing with Instagram, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So who signed on? 15307.
It's Lindsay.
Okay. How is it going for you this month?
Going good. I've been revisiting a lot of old conversations just because, I found that doing this for so long that, people who said no to me before are saying yes now, and they're changing their mind about coaching, and, they're so close. And so I'm really focusing on finding coaches now instead of just challengers, because I feel like I've really exhausted, like, my list of people to kind of find new challengers. The dream works when the team works, and so I'm really looking to change some people's lives financially, and so that's what I'm looking for. And so I'm revisiting old challengers. I invited all of my old customers to my current challenge group, and so just talking to them about about coaching and what it's done for me, and really, I've had a lot of people who signed on as challengers recently, though, like new customers who are looking at becoming discount coaches or coaches. And so, that's what I've been doing, is I'm looking for coaches.
Yeah, that's awesome. way to go. It's really something. When you told me that via Messenger, I went through my all my Facebook messages from like the beginning of time, and it's crazy to see how many people that I'm revisiting now that are open to it, where I didn't know what I was talking about in the beginning. And they're open to it now because they, I know what I'm talking about more.
Yep, I agree. You got to go back and, and that's what I've been doing, especially when I'm like so close to hitting Success Club at the end of the month and I want a few more points, that's what I've done is I've just gone back to old conversations and then people are ready, you can't discount anybody. I mean, people who told me a year ago that they weren't ready to be coaches, they're coming around now. So
what part of the thing is, when someone first becomes a coach, you have those people that are kind of they're tentative because it's new for the person. So when you go in and ask people like, oh, would you like to be a coach on my team, they aren't ready yet because they don't know that you're invested. So once they see after a long period of time you're still doing it, you're still, and you keep, talking about your successes, people sometimes come around. So never discount anybody. One of the literally first ladies that I talked to ever was like, no, I never want to do Shakeology. I never want to, just bought a bag, like she's not ready to do HD yet, but she just bought a bag of Shakeology. So it's worth talking to people even after the fact, even if they've told you no, still keep a relationship with them.
Right? Yep, exactly. And because people are watching, they're watching to see if you're being consistent. And, I mean, we've been here a year now and, people are starting to notice. And so the longer you do this, the more successes that you can share and the more people will jump on board. So you got to just stay consistent and don't give up and just keep working on your skills. Be resourceful, take advantage of what we have for our business and I mean, everything you need is right there. The worst thing you can do is not try.
Yeah, I've had so many times in my business where I've just kind of been afraid of, I think, what people would think if I were a little bit more aggressive. And I was just shooting myself in the foot. It was doing nothing for me or my business. And when I started I don't care what people think. Like, I really believe in this stuff, and I really believe it's life change. It's not a diet. It's not a and I got out of my own way, and my business boomed, and it keeps on booming.
Yep.
I mean, we just had a record week as Team Fierce Transformation. So I'm proud of everybody, not just.
Yep.
I mean, everybody's killing it. So let's keep up the momentum and push forward into March. We're coming up on spring break. We're coming up on all that stuff where people are going to start realizing like, oh my gosh, winter, wait, what have I done? Because they're going to have to get in a swimsuit and it's going to be like, oh my goodness. So be forefront in their mind. Be consistent on your social media, showing that you're working out, you're drinking your Shakeology, you're being a product of the product, that you're doing personal development. Be inspiring to people. Let people know the different things that you're learning from your social or your personal development. And you'll do amazing. Lindsay's back again. Hey. Okay. So, questions, comments, anything anyone wants to talk about, or what's up? Oh, and Stephanie, today is my last, I just ate my final dinner for the Ultimate Reset.
That's so exciting. I'm going to eat tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. Neil was like, are we going for a coffee date? And I was like, yes.
You know we are.
I want a fancy coffee and maybe a burger.
Tacos, like shit.
I don't even know what I'm gonna have. The whole world is my oyster,
Oh my god, that's so great.
Yeah, I'm pretty jazzed. The last time that I weighed was before last weekend and I was down 11 pounds.
Damn.
I was down 3 inches in my waist.
Yeah, that thing's nuts.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So it was really hard for me, but I did it. So
Yeah,
I'm
did it.
So what are you guys? Yes.
One thing that I have been doing, since personal development is such a big part of being a coach, one thing that I've started incorporating into my challenge groups is I call it Thought of the Day. And I share something from my whatever I've been reading, like a quote or, just something inspiring. And I've been, starting to do it, trying to do it as much as I can, just because, I was never one to believe in any of this kind of stuff. I never did personal development until now. And now it's such a huge thing. I listen to it. I search it out everywhere. I listen in my car. I listen when I'm getting ready in the morning.
Thirsty for it.
I am. And so I want to share that with people, like how, if you just change your mindset, you can do anything, and so that's what I try to share is something from my personal development in my challenge groups, just to kind of inspire them and give them a little bit of motivation too that way. So, but yeah, I've been calling it Thought of the Day. And
so we're doing, and Stephanie, I was actually going to message you about this, but since you're here, let's just shout it out. We're doing a group starting next Monday with You Are a Badass, and I was going to have everybody buy the book, but I'm actually going to just re-listen to it myself and then do a video every day.
Oh, I like that.
Right? It'll make people be a part of it and feel like they know, and I want you to do some too.
Word.
So we need to decide what days you want to do or whatever. And but I think that would be a great way. I have a girl, I don't know if you guys know her. Her name is Jen Ernsberger. She's a master trainer for Beachbody. I just love her. She's super fun, and she has been doing that on her literally whatever PD she's doing, she literally does a 10-minute talk every single day on Facebook about it. And I was like, what a cool thing. I feel like I'm more connected with her, and what a great thing to do for your, customers as well.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Okay. So just a couple minutes talking about takeaways from the chapter or whatever. So.
Heck yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, thanks for being on tonight, guys. And I hope you got something out of it. We have a special guest coming at the end of the month. That's 2 weeks away, right? 3?
Yeah, I need to confirm with her, yeah, because she ended up doing some team-wide calls about it, and so I just want to double check that she's still on schedule for us.
Okay.
Because apparently when she posted the offer to do these calls for teams, she was inundated with requests, and so
oh my gosh, I'm sure.
Yeah, so she ended up just doing a big one, but it's on your mindset, and it was really good because I ended up watching one that she did one day, and yeah, and so
cool. Well,
pretty cool tick.
If she's not going to end up doing it, I still want to watch it, so let me know.
Yeah, I can find the recording too, but I'll check with her just in case. But
okay, so
otherwise we can talk about mindset.
I'm going to repost beneath the recording that Shelly Hobbs' call about managing your month. And
did you? I know I had internet issues. So did you talk about the FAQs? Okay, and
Google
the new coach checklist.
That's in the coach handbook.
No, the one that I have on the internet that I send out through email, but it's also a shortened link that's in the pinned post. So.
Okay.
I'll post all the links under the recording.
Okay, cool. So there will be links underneath the recording for you guys to look at. Thank you for listening. Thank you for putting in the time. The more involved you are with your business, and your business will grow. So in order for your business to grow, be here and get Success Club every month. That's it. And your business will grow. And you will be by this time next year, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe. Trust me, because it's happened to me. I can't even believe. So have a good rest of your week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.